This, right here, is a game released 1993 is a part of a quite prevalent Forza franchise. On Steam, the game has about 20 reviews. The primary objective is to beat races that consist of multiple interesting game modes such as time trial, time trial, time trial, time trial, and endurance time trial. The first thing you see when you boot up this game is a very 2004 to 2010 Xbox Live era menu. All that is missing is some overly loud The game features 65 tracks by default, of which a larger portion are the most basic type of race. They are split up into 5 difficulties, labeled as colors of flags the same way a ski course would be marked. You can actually play up to the red difficulty tracks without doing anything else beforehand, but you need to get good to do the hardest tracks. I did not get good. As you saw in the menu, you can also play online. There are quite a few online servers you can join. They provide quite a lot of replayability and content for the game, allowing you to experience many community-created obstacle courses, most filled with oversized ramps and jumps. I'll go into the history of the fandom surrounding the game, but first I need to talk about the company behind it, Nadio. A company founded in phrase right now. Back to the game. As mentioned earlier, just about everything is some sort of time trial. However, they do vary quite a bit. Some are more focused on pure speed, some take place on rally courses which are not suitable for your tires, and some revolve around tight twists and turns. In any case, I can't crash into a ghost to hit them off course.
Darn, just one more page and I would have finished this book.
With that in mind, this game nails something quite important, making it effortless to restart the race. You just need to press the backspace key and you'll spawn back at the starting line, or the enter key if you instead overflew a checkpoint like a buffoon. It makes the overall experience a fun challenge, trying again and again to get a good enough time for that gold medal, rather than a chore like it would be in a lesser game. I definitely retried some of these an embarrassing amount of times. However... okay, I got nothing there. Should I talk about the physics? Nah. Eventually, the track stopped being a Formula 0.5 experience and more a cruel act of an omniscient 16-year-old with a track editor. The contraptions range from loop-de-loops to turns where you are flung into the air beforehand to full-on airborne sideswipes. On the topic of a track editor, here is the track editor. It is always cool to see one in any racing game, especially one where the tracks are so odd. The controls are definitely something to get used to, barely being more intuitive than understanding the distorted reality that is time and space. But you can do some cool stuff like this. Let me just go over a few minor points in rapid fire succession before I forget. Yes, there is a paid upgrade called. This allows you to join from more than just a smaller list of free zone servers. You can choose from a list of pre-selected car appearances if you are too ashamed of being born in Russia. There is also a more proper vehicle editor hidden in this menu, but I did not bother using it. Why don't you do that instead? The keyboard bindings are in the profile menu for some unknown reason. Maybe the UI designer was inhaling gas-scented perfume, just like this. There is a party play option. Here's how many hours I played this game with people I actually know, so I'll just skip it for now. The game has music. It is fine. It fits. Some of it can even be considered a bop. I'll probably still not download it on Yandex Music. The last button is the quit button. Did you know that if you click it, then choose the no option 5 times, you will unlock the secret ability to realize you will be a fucking idiot. So, what is my verdict on this little game from 2012? I would say it is worth your time. If you want something that can easily run on your old Toshiba or oversized Dell, play around with a decent map editor, participate in an active online community, and try out a variety of diverse and interesting tracks, then this is the right game for you. If you want to hear a relatively mediocre licensed soundtrack, then you can play a modern Need for Speed game instead. Now Zany, I beg of you, please release my siblings.